So I've been reviewing games on this channel for nearly 4 years now, and there's no way I can cover every game out there. For this, here is my personal top 12 game review channels. But there will be a little bit of a twist. I'll have 2 YouTubers out of 6 categories to give a chance to smaller creators for some exposure. Also, there are hundreds of YouTubers doing game reviews, so if I did not mention one, make sure to leave a comment. I might just not even know of their existence. First category will go to under 1,000 subscribers, and the first one we have is JBJett. Now, there's only 2 videos on his channel, but he's a pretty newcomer to the genre, and he did 2 very long videos, over 1 hour each, one of Caesar 3 and one of Dungeon Siege. And I've watched the Caesar 3 fully, and it's very interesting. There's some quality audio problem maybe, but there's a lot of inexperience yet. He's only at 7 subscribers, so he still has a lot of time to improve and way more games to cover. If you're interested in Caesar 3, I recommend to go watch his video and give him a subscribe to maybe hopefully get other videos out. But as you know, at this point in stage in any YouTuber's life, there's no guarantee that he will ever come back and make more content, so only time will tell from now. Second up, at 622 subscribers, we have Maddmike. This guy's been putting out a fair amount of reviews recently. Really enjoyed the Witcher review. I love the Witcher game and I love his review of it. Put a lot of time in content in Witcher 3, getting all the lore and everything. Of course, like Pokemon and Rayman, it's not really the type of games that I'm interested in when I'm looking for reviews, but for the strategy games he actually did, for like Dynasty Warrior, Defender of the Crown, I really enjoyed the reviews, and I'm looking forward for more reviews from Maddmike. And he's only at 622 subscribers, so I do think he deserves way more than that. So make sure to give him a go and go see his content and give him a subscribe if you enjoy. Next up, we got Powerhouse. Now, Powerhouse is a little bit special because we've been reviewing similar games. Sometime review after him, sometime I think he did review before me. I think I just said the same thing twice. But anyway, I always felt like it was a kind of competitor to me. We're the same size, we're getting a similar number of views on our channels. It's always like a little bit of fierce competition between YouTubers, even if he probably is not even aware of my existence at this point. But I really enjoy watching his content. He's been doing very interesting reviews. I don't always agree with what he puts in his review. He has a very large number of reviews for almost 9 years now on the platform. He started a little bit like me, you know, making Let's Play and then moving into reviews. Sometimes certain YouTubers are making sketch. In this case, he's been making sketches with like a Batman. Whenever he shows up, he's either Batman or like an Uncle Rama. I'm not really a fan of sketches to make reviews, but outside of that, the reviews are not that bad and actually pretty damn interesting, so why don't you go check him out? Next up, we got Stefanonsense. He is at 2.1k subscribers at the moment. I gotta say, he's been making a fair amount of reviews. A lot of reviews on similar titles, but also different type of games. He's been pumping out a lot of videos, especially recently. A little bit of variety in the type of content, not always just reviews, but like review of Anno 1503. God damn, Stefan was working on one of these, but now, you know, I gotta watch it and try to not be a copycat of that. But otherwise, I really enjoy his content. Of course, he's, I think he's Romanian. Apparently he's in the United States, but he does have an accent and sometimes it's a little bit hard to understand, but who am I to judge? I have a fucking accent myself, and everybody reminds me in every single video that I have a weird accent, so I'm not really judging him for that. I do recommend to go check out his reviews. I do enjoy them, and he's bringing valid points on a lot of games. So next up, we go a little bit higher. At 10.3k subscribers, we have Jenovi. And now Jenovi is making videos about older titles, Sega CD, 32X, Turbo Graphics. So these are not really games that I personally have a nostalgia for. And as far as remember, I think I found him thanks to a review of Army Man that doesn't appear to be there because I'm very certain it was way older than 3 years. But outside of that, he's been putting a fair amount of videos. And the main reason that he made into the list is because a video on 10 amazing retro gaming YouTube creators under 2k sub, and that gave me the idea to make this one video so I can share with everyone the content creator I've been watching for a while. I'm just scrolling down the video so you can get a quick idea of what each YouTuber is doing. Next up, we got Pixelmusement. Pixelmusement has been doing videos for a very long time now. I don't even know if I can scroll all the way down, but he's making a ADG series. It's ancient DOS games, and he also has been making a shovelware digger, digging up software from an ancient shareware from the early 2000s containing hundreds or even thousands of DOS softwares. And that's pretty interesting. You get 3 per episode. It's always a mystery whatever he digs up. And I also been doing a fair amount of game reviews, but otherwise it's a fairly consistent quality of videos. There's a fair amount of consistent videos, and that's what I like about that channel. So at 16.8k subscribers, we have Pixelmusement. Next up, we got Davo underscore at 68.1k subscribers, and this one is probably the closest person to the type of content I've been making. I made a lot of content on strategy games, for example Europa Universalis. I did something on Age of Empire that I didn't even watch yet, so I'll have to go and watch that. I kind of agree with a lot of stuff he brings up. I think he's a fair reviewer. I think you should give him a try. Go and watch his content. Very interesting. He's been active recently, so that's always a plus value for me. Next up, we got minimme, which is kind of a different genre from all the previous ones, like tie-in games from different movies. I found him thanks to the Driver series, and he has a tendency, if you see, to Photoshop his face on every single thumbnail. So sometimes it gives special results, like here it looks like he's upside down and consuming the ganja. Otherwise, I really enjoy the content. Is a nice length. This one is a bit different, like Australian football. 1 hour of content. That's way out of the league of usual, but generally speaking, he's been making reviews about games of movies. Worthwhile investment of your time, is bringing a lot of valid points into his different reviews. Next up, we got Salt Factory, and this guy's been making videos, Bethesda's title, a couple of Nintendo titles, as you can see. He doesn't have that many different videos. To be honest, the main reason I put him here is because I discovered him thanks to Chasing Bugs, why Candy went nuclear, which is an explanation of Civilization 1 bug where Candy lost 3 aggressiveness out of 10. He overflew down to 255, which made him batshit insane. After that, he posted a video, Was Oblivion as good as I remember? And this video kind of set up a chain reaction for my channel. I went back in the time 2 years ago. I was making like 5 to 7 minutes videos, and I did a modification at that point to be more in depth on the critique I was doing. So I started making longer videos, and I haven't made like a 45 minutes video review yet, but I did do like 20 minutes reviews on certain titles that I think are actually worth the time to make such a long critique, because otherwise some games are just not worth more than a couple minutes of my time to make a review of, but that's another topic. So that was the Salt Factory at 169k subscribers. Now we're getting in the bigger numbers. Next up, we have, I think, the #1 game reviewers out there at the moment, MandaloreGaming. Apparently doesn't even know about Star Wars, but whatever. This guy's been making a lot of reviews, and they're all very, very high quality. I highly recommend, if you have to watch one person out of the list, it has to be Mandalore. He is the most fair, the most accurate reviewer out there, and every single one of his reviews is very well made, in depth, and providing a lot of interesting information about the different games. I honestly don't even know how he does it. Like when I try to review a game, that there's some things that I miss out completely, but this guy doesn't miss a single thing. I have no clue what kind of superpower he has, but he's definitely like my favorite personal top YouTuber for game reviews. I think you have to check him out if you have to check out anyone from the list I'm creating here. And next up, we will have the person, the one and only Mandalore, when he forgets to take his daily medication. And that's just a meme. I don't think it's the same person, but we have AA people set here. And Ssethtzeentach is actually making very special and different reviews. If you're kind of sensible person or easily offended, I do not recommend you to go watch Seth. Very offensive content for some people, but I really don't care. I kind of enjoy it. Maybe I understand the dog whistle a bit too much, that might just be it. Well, I think he's been doing a fair job of reviewing garbage while adding more fiery garbage on the pile, imitating some sort of a Congolian warlord as is persona. And since he's been very similar term of scope of games as well as term of voice to Mandalore, a lot of people assume that they're the same person, just taking or not his medication for schizophrenia. But that's not really up to me to determine. I don't think they're the same person. And he's been doing a fair job of reviewing a lot of games that I actually love and played, all while putting a lot of anti-reference into the reviews, but definitely something worthwhile checking if you're not too sensible. And last up, the 12th YouTuber in the list is LGR at 1.38 million subscribers. This is like one of the landmark of YouTube now. I think everybody already know about him. If you know about me, you probably know about LGR, but he's been putting a consistent amount of videos, a lot of reviews in the past, way less today. I gotta admit, he's been working more on the hardware side of late 90s to early 2000s, different type of platforms and hardware, and he has a tendency like to always play the same game on these, so it get a bit redundant at some point. I gotta admit that he makes excellent background noise, because his videos, I can just slap it in the background and do whatever else, and it's smooth like classic music to my ears. And definitely also maybe just after Mandalore, if you haven't watched him, you should go and subscribe to LGR. So hopefully you have enjoyed this showcase, and it gave you the opportunity to discover new talents on YouTube. If you did, make sure to let them know where you're coming from, very appreciated. And if you're one of the person I name, I hereby challenge you to do the same kind of videos and help promote other creators on the platform, because I think we all need to work together in this shit hell. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.